Hey everybody, 3KO Games here. Welcome to a very busy Sunday. We just finished war and got our butts kicked. We have the Wilderness Summon just going on yet. We have a brand new Hero of the Month. Some of you are still making a decision on Soul Exchange, and now we've got the Goblin Portal open. I'm going to try to make videos on most of these things, but right now let's take a look at this new Goblin hero, everybody. We're going to jump in and talk about Pip. There's Pip. That's not Pip at all. Okay. Pip. There they are. 1097 team power for Pip, who is a 5-star green rogue of the Garrison Guard family. Let's take a look. As we know, Garrison Guard starts the battle with a Mega Minion. And it is a mini Mega Minion, but it is still Mega in that you can't remove it just with one of your Minion Remover heroes. It's small, just 20% HP and 100% attack if you have one Garrison Guard, and that increases 25 and 30% HP, 120, 140% attack if you have 2 or 3 Garrison Guard heroes on your team. It's not nothing, because you are going to get an extra hit every turn from that Mega Minion, and it's a little bit of a meat shield. So Pip gets that. Pip also gets the passive that, of course, we know about these passives: innate resistance against mana reduction, which is really great. Most of the time, the one way that it works against is if I can get Lemonwood to fire right against some people that have mana reduction resistance, he'll just keep hitting them just a bunch of times. It's awesome, but that's a very rare particular thing. There's Pippi winning. Wait for a little while. The Guard Rally, of course, is the biggest thing about the Garrison Guard. Every 4 turns, it removes all wither effects from all allies. It's a nice passive. So now let's actually look at Pip's particular card here. As I said before, 1097 team power. We are approaching 1100. Who is going to be the magic hero that actually gets to 1100? We don't know. Leans slightly more attack. 1153 on attack, 1077 on defense, 1913 on health. And Pip has a fast speed special skill called Reckless Sword Swings. He looks a little discombobulated there, a little confused, like he might be a little reckless with those swords. They might just all fall out on the ground. So he's going to deal 350% damage to the target, and then an additional 350% damage to 2 random enemies. Could be the same person, could be 2 other people, could be 1 other person twice. So you can control one of those hits, and then 2 more hits you don't get to control. But hey, I mean, at the very least, you're talking about a hit 3 most of the time. Fast speed hit 3 at 350% damage. And with an 1153 attack stat, that's pretty good. Fast speed. We never even turned Max Power Preview back on. He gets a special skill boost, which is lovely, especially for this fast speed special skill, because within 6 turns, he'll probably go off once, maybe twice, if you're lucky. So we get a boost to that special skill. That's great. In addition to the hit, we have all hit targets receiving 657 bleed damage over 3 turns. I believe that's affected by emblems and limit break. Yes? Okay. No emblems, no limit break. That's 447 bleed damage over 3 turns, which is not huge, but it's not nothing. Turn the Max Power Preview back on and think about that. 657. That's pretty nice. In addition, all enemies take 50% increased damage from the bleed status ailment for 3 turns. I'm trying to figure out why they just didn't make the initial bleed damage stronger. Just say you're going to have all hit targets receive 900 approaching 1,000 bleed damage over 3 turns. Just leave it at that. I guess you could double up and bring another character on your team that also has bleed damage, gives bleed damage. You fire them, and then you fire Pip, and now Pip's bleed damage will overwrite somebody who already had bleed damage. But the characters that have bleed damage and are not overwritten will also have a plus 50% increased damage from that. So I guess that's fairly niche, but I guess it could work. Like I just finished maxing out Varys, and that bleed damage is amazing. Now, would I take the risk of overwriting the amazing bleed damage, because up to 3 heroes would have it overwritten to a much lower number, but 2 of those heroes, because Varys is bleed damage to all, 2 of those heroes would get an even more insane bleed damage. Could be interesting. Anyway, that's Pip. Think it's a pretty good hero. I mean, again, just hit 3 at 350% at fast speed with these passives and with the family bonus is pretty great. The bleed damage is kind of a bonus. Don't think Pip is the strongest Garrison Guard hero out there, but certainly would be glad to add him to the repertoire. Also featured is Frank Fangs Brimwell, who we reviewed last time, and basically hits harder if there are more Mega Minions. So that's what that deal is. I have a couple pulls here, so let's do a couple pulls. Let's start with a Superstition. All right, 2-star, 1-star, 1-star. Okay, that's fine. I actually have a couple Wilderness Summon pulls, so let's just do these. Put a video out about these a little while ago. Oh, Brontus. Oh, that's an interesting hero. I don't know that I have him. So that's something anyway, that they're throwing out like non-Season 1 heroes here, just some other interesting people coming your way. And then Aquila. Okay, that's fine. Now let's do these pulls for goblins. 5 whole pulls, which means my percent chance of pulling somebody featured or somebody is about, 0.9% or something like that. Very, very low. Let's try, though. Ciao. Boots. Don't need another boots. Could use another hero, especially a new goblin. Oh, that's gotten you. Here's the last one. No luck for me. But anyway, that's the review on Pip, everybody. Thank you very much for checking out the video. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think about Pip. And we'll see you next time.